Welcome to the channel. Let's discuss homeschool record keeping, how to do it, why do it, and just how we here at the Life of Tillmans do it. Stick around. Thank you for joining. My name is Morgan here at the Life of Tillmans. If this is your first time, welcome. I hope that you find everything that you need, love, and enjoy right here at the channel. While you're here, go ahead, click that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and stick around and hang out with me. If you've been here before, welcome back, family. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you taking your time out to check out the channel. So, record keeping, it's kind of a big deal, but then it's kind of not a big deal. And I say that because it really all depends on where you live and your state requirements. Last week I posted a video that talked about different requirements that states may have and how you can keep up with those things. Just some of the ways to start and maintain your homeschool journey. So now record keeping can be a really big part of your homeschool, depending on where you live. I've said it before, but here we pretty much have no homeschool requirements, no record keeping, no testing, no intent to homeschool letters, none of that. We simply homeschool our children. Truly a blessing. However, for me, when I started this journey, it made me nervous. It really made me nervous because I was changing my mentality in the process from a public school / private school mentality to homeschooling. What do you do? How do you keep up with things? How do you know this about your child or that? Or where does it all go? The schools do that for you. Usually, if you need records, you go to them and say, I need a transcript, and they give it to you. Or whatever it is that you're needing for your child as far as their education goes, the school that your child was enrolled in had that information. Not the same when you're homeschooling. It can be a daunting task if you're not really sure how to start it or if you have major requirements. But because I am the way that I am, type A personality, hello, I'm not alone, I'm sure. I still keep records even though it's not required by the state where we live. It's not silly. I'm just preparing. I do have a lined out plan for how I will and what I will keep that I'm going to share with you guys just a moment. So currently what I do, my daughters are 4th, 3rd, and pre-K. For records, pre-K, nothing. I don't keep anything. For my older girls, I keep 2 years worth of curriculum for them. And that is 2 years of language arts, math, any type of enrichment type curriculum, not science, geography, history, social studies. I don't keep any of those types of records, but math and language arts are pretty much the two that I keep track of. Why? When I don't have to, because the state doesn't require it, I do it for us. I want to see the progression of my daughters. I want to know and remember and say, 1st grade, they were working on 2nd grade language arts. In 3rd grade, they worked on 2nd grade math, if that's the case, whatever it may be, to see the progression of their education. Not because I have to turn it into anyone, but I want to see that information. Once 2 years has passed, I toss it so that I only keep 2 years. So now what I have, for example, my now 4th grader, I have her 2nd and her 3rd grade curriculum. Same for my 3rd grader. I have her 1st and 2nd grade. Once they complete 3rd grade, the 1st grade things go away because I now have a progression of that. That is how I keep what I call in my hand tangible things that they have done as far as curriculum is concerned, to see personal progression. That's all that it's for. Now, I also hang on to them, to things that they do, which are like fun things. So artwork, anything where they have a handprint, where they drew a picture and wrote what they thought about the picture, interpretations, things like that. Journaling, those are things that I will keep that have nothing really to do with state requirement type homeschool, but it's simply my girls' thoughts, and those are important things. Those are things that we put in our keepsake boxes, which are in my girls' closets in their rooms. Those are the types of things that we hang on to see those little hands as they get older. Okay, I digress. Back to homeschool stuff. So as far as that, language arts and math, and that is it. I do have a plan for what I will keep when they get older. But if you live in a state that requires you to keep records, keep them. You need those records. It's a requirement. And you definitely don't want to be caught without what you need to show for your child's education if it is a requirement in your state. One thing that I do, an area where I keep everything that they need, is right here, and I'll show you. Right here in this file box, okay? This is my two oldest girls, their math and their language arts. I found this file box at Walmart, and it has nice little compartments at the top as well to hold anything. So it has this here. I don't use it, but it has that. I bought the file folders. It's a file box. It's all hooked up, ready to go. And I put their things in there. And that is where I keep those. Other options for record keeping is you are able to keep records online. There are tons of online homeschool record keeping websites and programs that you can purchase to keep your child's records. Amazing. There is a laundry list. Just Google it and you will come up with tons and tons of options. One person I suggest to check out her YouTube channel and record keeping is Jessica over at the Waldock Way. She does online record keeping for her daughter's homeschool education, and it is amazing. She has videos on it. I would suggest to go over there and you'd be able to see exactly how those programs work. I'm not 100% familiar with them because I don't use them, but I do look at that and it is awesome. Why keep records? That's a big thing. If it's not required in your state, why keep it? We are not at the point right now where I'm assigning our girls grades. We don't do that. Just not right now. We just don't do it. We do correct the work and we go back and make sure that they have a great understanding of what it is that they are being taught, but I do not assign them grades. But why would you want to keep records? In ways to do that, you want to make sure that your child has a grade. You want to give them grades, and you also want to make sure that their core subjects are being taken care of if your state requires that. Those could be anywhere from science, geography, history, math, language arts, if they have to have electives like foreign language or physical education. All of those things could be things that your state would require, and those would be information and things that you would keep. Another way that I keep up with what our girls do, more specific on a day-to-day as opposed to a broad spectrum of the school year, is I have a planner. And in that planner, there are weekly sheets where I go down and I write the date, 6/30/2021, language arts, level 3 master books, page 120 and 122 to 122. That way I know I can go to that book and say, okay, on this day she worked on whatever. I've even gotten so far detailed as to put that they worked on possessive pronouns or whatever it may be, possessive nouns, whatever it may be, subject verb agreement, whatever, to be very specific in the level and what they were working on. That way, if for any reason we move to a different state and they say, we need your records, I have something to show for what we have done for our child's education. That would be another reason why you would keep records if you are in a state like myself that doesn't require you to have them. I don't know if we're going to live here forever, and I don't know what other states may require of us. So having some form of records, at least for the previous 2 years, is very beneficial because they can see that we have done schooling and what the girls have completed and where they are within their education. That is just a broad spectrum. If you want to know specifics about what it is that you need to keep for record keeping for your child, as I've said before, go to your state's educational website and see what the requirements are for homeschooling children within your state. My future plans for record keeping for our girls, I will start probably around 7th or 8th grade. I will assign a formal grade to everything that they are doing, and I will summarize per semester what they covered in every subject. That will include science, geography, history, math, language arts, any electives that they may do, art, all of those things. I will keep a record of everything that they do because prayerfully, And they may not, I don't know. But if they decide to go to college, I want to have them armed with everything that they need. There are tons of colleges now that are so open to homeschool knowledge and knowing that they will receive homeschool students. And so they have different requirements for those homeschool students. Our world is growing and evolving, and I absolutely love it. So those things may not be needed. However, I want to be armed with everything that I need just in case. I'm a just in case kind of person when it comes to certain things, just in case they need it. Also, I have an athlete who is in basketball, and from what I've been researching, NCAA, like schools for Division I athletics, require certain things in order for your child to be able to play that sport at the college level. That would be another reason, that is another reason why I will keep records the way that I do if she continues playing sports and wants to continue that into college. That way we are meeting the college's athletic requirements for education for our daughter to get into school and be able to play if she wants to do so. So those are reasons. Just for the future, also, if they require certain things on a job, they may require a transcript when they transfer to different schools. So having that transcript, having those grades and that information is important for your child's future beyond high school. We as homeschoolers have to think about our child's future past the moment and think about their lives as they become adults. Because if we drop the ball now as parents and don't have the information that they need, that will definitely cause struggles for them when they become adults. Those are the things that I will keep track of, and this may change. It all depends. Like I said before, check your homeschool laws and do it often, at least every 6 months to 1 year, because things change, legislation changes, and you don't want to get stuck with some new piece of legislation that you were not prepared for when it comes to homeschooling your child. That is it. When it comes to record keeping, everyone does it their own way. You will find tons of different options, and it all really depends on your state and your level of comfort as well. So I hope this video was informative and helpful. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell, and I will see you right back here at the Life of Tillmans for another video next time. Bye.